Merry Christmas, guys. Welcome to my Christmas squad builder. So this squad building episode today, I'm going to be building a squad that's fully based around Christmas, and then I'll be playing the FUT Champions daily knockout tournament and seeing how far I can get with this team. So let's just get straight into it. I've gone for a 4-3-2-1 formation, as most of the players that I could find that had like a Christmas surname or a pun in their name, they were mainly central players, mainly strikers as well, so I needed a formation that had lots of central positions. So we're going for the 4-2-3-1. I've picked this team mainly based on the names. Obviously everyone has to have a sort of Christmassy name or something about Christmas to do with them, but then I tried to get the best chemistry possible as well, so there will be a few players that I could have used, but there were other ones that worked better for chemistry, like worse players. So it's not going to be the greatest team, but let's just get into it, shall we? So I'm going to do the absolute obvious player first, and that is because he had a special Futmas card based on his name, and that's Andy Carroll, so like a Christmas carol. So he's coming in at attack and midfield. A decent looking card, really. Some great stats there, particularly that you get him for free as long as once you score those headers in online singles. So if you haven't done that yet, I would definitely advise doing it. That's if it's still going. I don't even know if it is. Anyway, so I'm going to just do some of the... I'm starting off with not just the better names, but probably the better players as well. So coming into the central cam position is another player, probably, yeah, he's the highest rated player in this team. We're going for Harry Kane, just like a candy cane that you would normally get at Christmas. So Kane comes in there. So we've got two players so far. You get a nice strong link, both decent cards, and both actually decent Christmas names as well. Some of the ones coming up are a bit shocking, if I'm honest, so you'll have to, yeah. Anyway, let's just keep going. So over to the other cam position, we're keeping it Premier League. We're going for someone who usually gets mentioned in these sort of squads. We got Santi Cazorla, the closest name I can get to Santa, so Santa Cazorla comes in at the other cam position. And finally up front we get a good decent striker here. It's Christmas, so we have to have Jesus, so Gabriel Jesus comes in at striker. So we got a nice quartet there of Premier League players. Now things, yeah, the quality of players drops drastically now, so I wanted to still find players but ideally get as good team chemistry as possible. So coming in here we have a player by the name of Devante Cole. So there's a few Coles I could have used, but this guy gets the best chemistry as he's English. He is a striker, as you can tell by his stats, but I needed... he's going to have to play centre defensive mid for me. Cole, as in when you're naughty, all you get in your stocking and for Christmas is you get Cole. So he fits in the theme quite nicely. I'll just go through the other final players that actually fit fairly well. Coming in at left back, we actually got a perfect link to Devante Cole. We've got, let me just make sure I've got the right guy here. We got Amari Bell at left back, down as a left wing back, but Bell works quite nicely like Jingle Bells, so he comes in at left back. All my players so far are on full chemistry apart from Cazorla, but there was absolutely no way to get him on full chemistry. But because he's a very decent card already, it's not going to be that big a deal. I'd say there's two more players in this from these final five that I was quite happy with the names. They work quite nicely. Coming in at goals, so we had a bronze keeper, which isn't great, but we got Thomas Holy. So that works on two separate ways. You could have say it's a holy day, Christmas, or it's practically holly as well. Just the one L missing, so I think he works quite nicely. I think you can give me that one, can't you? And finally we have at right back the final of the players that I'm quite happy with the names of. I think I can get away with perfectly fine. We have Wiseman, just like the three wise men. So he comes in at right back, pretty decent. So again, it's all English leagues so far as well. So I wanted I tried to find 3 players then that would fit the Christmas theme, as well as being from the English division. So I've still got some chemistry going throughout the team. But I'll be honest, these are a bit more obscure. So if you're going to slaughter me for any of the names, I think these are the 3 that I will get picked up on. So coming in at right defensive midfielder, we have another striker, and we're going for Hallam Hope, I think it is. Yeah, it is. Hope comes in at centre mid. Stats wise are poor. He's definitely a striker, and he's not even a good striker for Ultimate Team. Hope as in there's hope and joy over the Christmas period, and also you could say, as well as hope and as well as joy, there's also peace. So I've gone for Jason Pierce. Yeah, that's the worst one by a country mile. So yeah, feel free to make fun of me for that one. I don't mind. So he comes in there, and then finally we have Father Christmas carries around all his presents in a sack. So we have Leslie Saki. He comes in at centre back, 46 rated. So I know the name's terrible, but I'm using a player with a shocking rating here. So I'm kind of paying for it anyway. So this is my Christmas team. So now I'll show you the highlights from where I played I played the FUT Champions knockout. I want to just see how far I could get. So as you can see, very first match, we come up against this ridiculously high-rated Premier League team. So EA were not in the festive mood here. They were for him, I guess, giving him such a low-rated team. So the plan for these squad builder series, these fun ones, is I'm just going to play through the daily knockout tournament, see how far I can get, and I'll probably have a little league table going to see which squad does the best. So yeah, this Christmas one I was thinking, oh, this isn't going to be good. Starting off a bit on a rough patch really, coming up against this ridiculous team, but it didn't start too badly. I know we conceded the first goal from a corner. We did pull one back through Jesus, but again, the problem with these teams is when you have a bronze rated goalkeeper and bronze centre backs, or low rated defenders, all he needs to do is just shoot from anywhere around the box or within 30 yards and it's likely to go in. That's the problem. So I was trying to just keep him away from my goals as much as possible, and I soon realised that this is just going to be the case of who can outscore the opponent, because my defence I couldn't rely on. So at least I had those decent forwards, so I just had to keep trying to score goals constantly. So despite falling behind 3 times in this match, I did pull it back to 3-3. I had some lethal players in and around the box. Harry Kane, it was my first time using Harry Kane, and he's fantastic. His shooting stats are insane. Also, Andy Carroll is fantastic, his special card. Gabriel Jesus is very solid as well. So, we actually took the lead in this one after an hour for the first time. It got to 4-3. So, it was looking good then. But, of course, as I was saying, can't rely on the defence. Defence is absolutely nowhere. He's got these high-rated players. You're just able to walk through, slot it in. The keeper didn't even try and dive. That's how poor he is. But he is 6'9", which I was shocked by. He's absolutely massive, so that did help for some of it. But it went to 4-4. We got very fortunate with that final goal. Hope's shot, Lloris did save it, but it still went in. So yeah, we did have some luck there, and we managed to win that match 5-4. So I was really surprised by that, beating that strong opponent with the sort of team he had, and we actually did deserve it based on the stats. And then we come up in the second match again. Why am I coming up against these sort of teams with the rated team I've got? He had Jesus, Sane and Mane up front, all special cards. He had the special Antonio, he had Vidal, he had the really strong defence. We were coming up against ridiculous teams, but I'm not sure. People say about the aids you get when you play against weaker teams. Maybe I was getting some fortune with that, because the first goal I didn't even try and shoot. I was trying to do a fake shot. Carroll shot, it deflected and just fell straight to Gazzola. I made it 2-0 very shortly after as well, Jesus scoring again. So this match actually started really well, 2-0 up within just a couple of minutes, and it was 3 shortly after. Ball bounding around, eventually Carroll found Kane, who laid it off to Wiseman, again got very fortunate, deflected goal went in. 3-0 up after 20 minutes. I was shocked by this. I was coming up against these ridiculously high rated teams and I was getting a lot of luck. Most of my videos is me complaining about how bad my luck is, so yeah, things were turning around with this team. Did concede shortly after, bit of a scrappy goal to concede, but I guess I had some as well, so I can't complain. Although then he decided to dab, which was a bit like, what are you doing? A bit rude, I thought. So it stayed 3-1 for a while before managing to get one more goal just to wrap things up, make it 4-1, give him a little dab as well, just because he did it to me first. I only tend to do it when someone's being annoying. And he rage quit, of course. So 4-1, absolutely smashed him stats wise, deserved win, and we're into the semi-finals, surprisingly. I was actually I would have said I would have been happy with just one win with this team, so really happy to have got 2 so far. Then we come up against another very solid team with Ronaldo up front, which is like, why am I going up against that? He's going to score every shot he has. So again, I went into this game with the thought that it's going to be who can score the most. Did take the lead, so my strikers were doing the job, but of course, first time Ronaldo gets some space, he scores. That's just how it goes. Can't really complain because he's a 94 rated card though. But again, just find Kane. As soon as he gets like a yard in the box, if you can get a shot away with him, it seemed to go in for me. So I was really, really impressed with how good Kane was on this game. Because it's not a special card or anything. I didn't do his, haven't got any of his special ones. So I was really, really impressed with just how his normal card was. So yeah, I might try and get a special card at some point down the line. So I did make it 3-1, Kane getting another goal, and then it was 4-1 again shortly after. Ball fall into Carroll, who just absolutely smashed it in. Like, I'm singing Kane's praises quite a lot because just looking back at it, it felt like Kane did an awful lot for me. But watching it again, it seems like Andy Carroll actually probably scored the most goals in total for me. So again, I would highly recommend using him if you've got him, or if the squad builder's still going, depending on when that ended, then definitely go ahead and get him. So we actually managed to get to the final of the daily knockout tournament, which I was really shocked by, and took the lead within just 3 minutes. Harry Kane again, just get a bit of space in the box. He was able to finesse it right into the top corner. So yeah, 1-0 up straight away, really, really chuffed. Shortly after, it was 2-0. Andy Carroll again. A lot of these goals are on his right foot as well, and he's left footed. And I think he hasn't got a good weak foot as far as I'm aware. I'm trying to find it out as I'm talking. He's got a 3-star weak foot, so it's nothing special. So yeah, I was really impressed with him. My opponent did pull a goal back, so at this point I was thinking, oh no, I'm gonna blow it right at the final moment. But very shortly after, Kane gets a little bit of space, he finishes it, of course he does. So 3-1 now, just into the second half, but things get slightly nervy again. This one I was pretty annoyed by, pretty poor. It was poor on my part, I think. It was a sloppy penalty to give away. The players just go down easily in the box as soon as you tap circle. Just wanted a little shoulder barge, that's all I wanted. And then the penalty, dived the right way for it, but it just goes straight under the keeper. So it's not a lot I could have done there. So it was at 3-2. I was worried again that things were just going to go wrong for me. But it didn't take long for me to get my 2-goal lead back. Again, Kane gets some space in the box, Kane scores. It's yeah, I've said it so many times already this video. I was shocked how good he was. It shouldn't be because he's 86 rated, but his card just doesn't look good enough for the price he costs, because he's lacking pace, his passing's not particularly good, his dribbling's not particularly good, but his shooting just makes up for it. So yeah, I did concede again, but made it 5-3 through Andy Carroll. Then again, popped up with another goal. Jesus' shot, fortunately, rebounded straight to Carroll to make it 6-3. And then he gifted me one more goal for Carroll to make it 7-3 in the final, and that is what it finished. And yeah, honestly, over the moon with this. Winning all 4 games, qualifying for the weekend league. For that, I'm not going to play the weekend league. I said in my update video that I was taking a month off, but still nice to be able to qualify using a weak team. Shows that I've not completely lost it, put it that way. Yeah, Carroll getting 4 of the 7, Kane getting 3. These two are fantastic, so I'll definitely be using them a lot more in my own squad battles and things like that. That is actually going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed my Christmas squad builder. I got a few more, not only, I got some like creative squad builders like this one coming. I say creative, I think it's fairly creative. I got some more coming soon, as well as some more useful squad builders for things like FUT Champions and squad battles, so I'll get some of them out for you soon as well. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like if you did. Took quite a bit of work finding the names out and building the squad, getting the matches done, doing the editing, all of that. I do it because I love doing it, so any likes that I get are just greatly appreciated. Subscribe if you haven't already to know when the next lot of squad builder videos come out. I plan on releasing a video every other day, so the next video should be on the 27th. I hope you'll be back for that video. Yeah, and that's going to be it, so thank you so much for watching.